you can be however you like. But if you want really, you can be furry later. Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a little different video. Yeah, I made a video about Mortalis game. It's also linked in the description if you want to see that first. What this game is all about and stuff like that. And the guys from Mortalis game came from the Mortal Online 2 community. And under the video I made, there were a lot of questions from you guys about the game, the company, the people behind and stuff like that. And so this interview came together with the CEO Kristjan, who is answering all the intriguing questions. But first, anyway, the Mortalis book is out, so a lot of lore to read. There will also be a version published in English. And here we can see Kristjan, who is really excited.
Hello! So, big day. Our first book, got to be in Estonian language, is here. So, let's see what's inside. There is, let's tear it up. And let's see what's inside. Oh, look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Very nice. Very nice. So this is our first. Next one will be much bigger with colored pictures. Also, where was the picture? Here. On the campfire. So, and let's see here. The book is 270 pages. So, got to be in Estonian. Tulevased jumalad is out now. Order.
But now to the interview. First off, I was recording the interview and I recorded Kristjan, but I didn't record my microphone, so I have to resynchronize some of the stuff.
Hello everyone, from Wolfside community. I am Kristjan from Mortalis game, and I wanted to say that first of all, thank you for all your views. Very many views was there. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes. And we will now want to answer some of your questions, like in video and with voice. So you maybe get better answers, better understanding, and clearer picture what we are doing here. And so you see that this is not just a video. We really want to be transparent and explain if there is good questions behind that.
So first off, thanks that you take the time to answering all the questions the people had, or many of them. So let's start with our first question from Gustavo Molinari. Being honest, consumers should not have favorite companies. It's the other way around. Companies should give their best and last to keep consumers. Therefore, as players, I think we should support and keep an open mind to any game coming out. The more companies producing games and increasing company competition, the best for us. Let the companies fight over consumers. I really hope this game succeeds and brings a lot of cool new things for us players.
Yeah, very good comment that shows that today there is actually very few companies out which are bringing new MMORPGs to the market. And mostly there are only big ones, very big companies which will do the games, develop the games. But what we are seeing is, because there are big companies, usually, sadly, there is not very innovative ideas behind there. The games are repetitive, the games are usually copy-paste, same like, maybe they are very beautiful. Maybe they are, they have all the visual and audio there. The gameplay and even maybe fighting mechanics are good, but the game lacks the deepness. The games lack the exploration. The game like ends after 2-3 weeks, maybe 1 month. Why? Because they have not thought through that, the game. The game is same old, and nothing new there. And that's why, yes, we need more small studios, more indie studios, more people who are even if the game does not come out, maybe. Sadly, this is very sad if game does not come out. But maybe, just maybe, there was some good ideas and other companies pick up this idea and then develop the game. Even this is good. So every single game, every single studio, which is even trying to make the game, it's worth talking about. It's worth their attention because they're gonna grow something out of that. Maybe some developers start their own company because of that. Or we don't know. I will do the example about Crewfall. They have developed the game so many years. They invested over 60 million euros to the game. There was almost no advertising, sadly. The game was different graphics, but in my mind it was beautiful. The idea of crafting was amazing crafting, amazing systems. But the game idea maybe, and how the mechanics works, people somehow didn't get it. But there was one thing, there was the game almost died, and then one fan, thankfully, he was very rich, bought the game out. Now they take game down and they develop it. So all the studios who want to make the games, praise them. Of course there is some scams, don't praise them, because scams and frauds are not good. They're very bad examples. But if the game studio have good intentions and they really want to do something innovative, it's good. Do whatever is have to do to bring this to the public so people will know. So yeah, very good comment. Thank you for the comment, and let all the studios, all developers, all artists, give them a chance. Because if you don't give the chance, if you from the start you attack them, maybe they will stop. We don't stop. We are strong, but somebody can stop, and then you don't get the game at all.
Now to our next question. Someone asked about, he literally wrote about hiring developers and stuff before we have money. What he meant by that was, I guess, that you're hiring developers without having enough fundings or investments, I guess. I guess that was the question behind. I'm not pretty sure, but I guess this is what he meant.
Yes, very good question. And the point is that, of course, people want to get paid if they are giving their time, their knowledge, their expertise. But then they are going to the jobs which pays. They are doing this 8 hours in some studio who will pay them. And then there are startups like we are, or the Crewfall was, or some other games, even Albion Online. They had the different these they had money before, but many studios won't have money before, and money comes later. And if I'm, let's say, when I am developer and I am working full time paid job in another development company, then I come home and I have free time, and I see that there is MMORPG idea which I really would like, and I want to put the hours there, maybe only 1 or 2 hours a day. I know already I can't, I don't receive the payment every month, or maybe after 5 years I get payment or something, or I can get part of the company. I still want to help because that's my free time. When I play the games with my free time, it's my free choice. Or maybe I don't have an expertise, but I want to be developer, but I'm willing to learn. I'm going to the Unreal, let's say, and start developing from scratch. I don't know anything, And then in other monitor, I take the YouTube video and start learning there. Maybe it takes 5 years to understand, but I still can help somehow. To give my time 2 or 3 maybe hours a day or week or whatever. Now, what I get out? I get the chance to be involved in the MMORPG development team. I can chance to learn. I can chance to get the knowledge, and I get to put my resume or my portfolio that I have been involved in MMORPG development, let's say 2 years. Even if the game comes out after 10 years or whatever, I have now proof I was there. I have learned, and now later I can go to the bigger company who are willing to pay you in the work and say, hey, I have done it. Yeah, I have the knowledge. So yeah, there is people who are willing, or there is people who are maybe done the development work their whole of their lives. They have the money. They don't need money. They want now give back to the community, or they want to be involved something different. They are tired of the big companies and their laws. You have to do that, and there is strict laws, and you don't have any say how we develop because we know better. And you can say almost nothing, but in the small team, you have a word, power of word. You have your opinions. You heard your ideas, and you can try different things. And maybe you want to only be there in second, like maybe 2-year phase or something. So there is different reasons behind people doing different things. Or maybe the other people are that they understand that if they are involved in bigger development companies, there is never ever a chance to be big enough chunk of company to get good return of the investment there. They get only pay. But here in the startup, you can get enough skin in the game, let's say, part of the company. So if the game is released and there is enough players, you get money every single month because you were involved at the start, and you know that. But only very, very few people understand that. Mostly these people are like entrepreneur mindset already, or they have heard that maybe if you are very early bird in the game, there is much more to gain.
Now straight to our next question from Saul Newman. Concept art does not make a game. Chronicles of Illyria taught me that. Yeah, we all know that Chronicles of Illyria failed horribly. And I guess what the main question behind that is like maybe the fear that this is the next Chronicles of Illyria. And I mean, I had really hopes for that game, and all my hope died. And also, I guess whatever about the $60 package or whatever.
Yes, me also, because when the Chronicles of Illyria was like in after they were in the Kickstarter, and there was this developer talks every second month or something. I was hooked. I was collecting money because I wanted this $500 package also. But I didn't have the money that time. Good or bad, I don't know. I was excited because the idea behind the Chronicles of Illyria was amazing.
Yes.
It was great.
It is from the idea near Mortal, so I loved it.
Yeah, amazing. But what I see when I saw the development talks, the owner, the guy there, he was not very friendly to his teammates, or it was like so all the time, like very me all the time. So I was like, maybe it's not very good, but yes, sadly, this is sad that this game ended up like they ended up. But there has to be also bad omens there to people to understand that everything is not gold what's shining. That there is like in everything in the world, everywhere, whatever you do, there is good things and bad things, always. Why? Because you have to understand what is good and what is bad. And sometimes you can't see it, but then don't buy it right away or don't give your money. But if you like the idea, if you like the game or whatever, you can support it by giving a good word, by sharing. If something happens, something happened. You can't do. This is life. This is called life. Life is not going better, and very good. There is good times and bad times. Also in development cycles, also in developments, also game companies die and grow and so forth. But we will do anything in our power to do as professionally, as transparent as we can. We have been now 3 years in pre-development phase, meaning that there is still we are doing that boring legal stuff and marketing and preparing and doing the game file document, which is many 100 pages already, and doing the systems and skill trees. And you need to do these things before you start the development. Before. Why? Otherwise, it's again some kind of copy-paste game which doesn't end well. But what was the question?
Yeah, I guess we drifted away a little bit. But the question was that concept art doesn't make a game. So, yeah.
Concept art, yeah. Good. But everything starts with the concept art. Everything starts with the concept art. Because how...
I didn't want to interrupt, but everything starts with the concept art. Mortal Honor started with the concept art. And so many games out there start with the concept art.
Everything starts with concept art. Of course, we are starting, but yeah, I will end that. I will understand your concerns. I will understand your pain. And yes, there are these kind of things in market right now, and we have to be very careful. But if you want to be careful, don't give us your money then yet. Give us the money later. Let these people who really believe in our idea and then they will give. If you don't want to give us money, okay, but then ask good questions, support us in some other way, and give us time. That's the only thing what we need.
And directly to our next one from Dark Fails. I hope those pictures were random and there be no playable furry characters. Please no. But yeah, it sounds nice, but how many MMOs did make big promises and in the end it all was just gold-coated turds? Don't fall for the hype, never goes well. Sorry that I confront you with this language, but I guess he's just concerned. And I guess many will ask the question, can we play furry characters?
Yeah, very good. Of course, there is this furry characters. For your relief, let's say, everyone in Mortalis world starts, they are human clones. They are all almost the same. And you start to mold your character through the gameplay. So you don't end your character creation in the start of the game. You create your character through the game. Like every day your character little bit changes. So, but because there is mutations in the game, if you go and see our development talks in our YouTube channels, there is answers there. But let's say there is this badgers, and you are very familiar with the badgers or something, and you mutate. You can be as close as badger if you like, yes. Okay. But this is your choice then. So, and the hype thing is that of course there is hype, and don't follow every hype. But we have to talk what we want to do, what's good ideas, what we want to do differently, and to make interest. And if you like what you have heard, if you like what you have seen, if you like the dev talks, the stories, and how we go forward, then follow. Then ask good questions. Then watch our videos and See,
So yeah, I could be a human, and then I can also be mutating myself to a furry. Sounds like an interesting idea.
you can go that way, but yeah, first, if you don't want, you can be however you like. But if you want, really, you can be furry later. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to our next question. X Justin X sounds like it's not a game. Sounds it's more of an idea than a product. And I'm very tired of small team projects and ideas. I do like completed products, though.
Yeah, it is like small projects are sadly only the small companies will have like balls to try something else, because if you see the big companies, they are releasing MMORPGs which is very beautiful, but same old like with all.
So straight to our next question from May You Day 1. The game will never be released. These guys have 0 developers, 0 line of code, and 0 software development experience, and 0 financing after working, in quotes, on it for several years. A fact that they always try to hide even when directly asked. I don't know, I didn't made the experience that when I directly asked Kristjan if they have lines of code and he said no, that was pretty open. So I don't know what this guy meant, but please, maybe you can explain that.
Yeah, about there is idea, there is our story, there is dev talks, there is our plan how we go forward, and everything takes time. There is no game. That's true. There is no game. And it's because we are building, like in our dev talk, last dev talk, if you haven't seen, see the February dev talk, what we are doing to everything will understand. If you start to building a house, you do not start building a house. You first need an architect who draws a house in a paper. That's what we are doing now. We're drawing in a house in the paper. Then you need other like electricians or who are drawing the electrical wiring, plumbing, everything in the paper. Then you need to buy a place where to put it, start building a house. Then you need to start digging a hole, and then you do the basement or the houses. Yeah, and then the house building starts way later. So yes, there is not the game yet, but we are doing preparing work. Why it takes so long? Because we are building something very big here. So imagine if you are building a house, or if you are building a skyscraper. If you are building a house, you can do it maybe of 1 year or less. If you're building a skyscraper, it can take like 5 to 10 years, because you have to prepare much more. And that's what we are doing here. The other, what was the programmers? You read like us like open book, I think, because you don't know what we have, but you talk like you know. Sadly, for your disappointment, we have 2 programmers. One developer is teaching in the biggest this school in Tartu in Estonia, programming Unreal Engine to the students. So yeah, sadly we have, but we haven't yet started programming because we are not there yet. And we have many different people in our team to start to do things, but it takes time. So hold your horses. Everything comes.
Thanks for answering that, because I guess that many people had exactly that question. Also, another one is from Bashkra. Cute fantasy. These devs do not exist because you know what else you can do these days by being a good developer? Earn actual money for your work. It's simple supply and demand. If you have nothing but empty promises to offer, you won't ever find someone dumb enough to develop a game for you for free. It is nearly the same as before, I guess. I guess the answer is still the same, but I don't know if you want to say something to that.
Yeah, partially we already answered this in the beginning, but to add, there is different people who can who maybe want different things, and maybe some people I want to add don't want to do the developer thing in the full time, like or they want, let's say I want to develop very good maybe a horse system in the game, or very good some house elements, or maybe I develop some like I don't know, a starship game right now, but I want to develop this fantasy right now. So I want to maybe be only little bit part of the game. So people have different ambitions, different needs. So, and maybe we don't need only developers. If you are very good at Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, maybe you want to collect information. Maybe you want to post different posts in different forums. Maybe you are very good at story writing. Maybe you can draw very good. Maybe you have very good ideas. Maybe you know how to market. Maybe I don't know what you're capable of, but in your heart, you really want to be involved in the development of MMORPGs. So now it's now this is your chance. Contact us. Let's do Discord video call and think how you can help us, because how do you know if you can't even try it out? You don't know.
That is a valid point. So thank you for answering all the questions, Kristjan. This is pretty awesome from you. And I have seen not many CEOs who directly really answer even the meanest questions. And your openness is very awesome. Please keep that. And do you want to give any more information out there, or do you want to say something?
Yeah, and glad to help, because our thing here is to build up the community and trust, and how we are doing it is to answer the questions, show you how we are doing, how far we are, why we are doing things differently. Don't be scared that we are doing things differently.
So it's really awesome that they answered a lot of questions. So if you want to know more about Mortalis game, look in the video description. There's everything linked down there. You can also join their Discord server. And maybe you even want to contribute something to the whole project. Then please contact them with mail or on the Discord. And also please leave your opinion in the comments. Would be awesome. And as always, of course, like and subscribe. And ring the bell. And write if you want to see more Mortalis videos or not. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor, Lukario, the Spicy Gentleman, Slum of Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Canopo, you, and all the others, of course. So always remember to interview Mortalis hard. Party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.